Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Elijah here, and as you can tell from the title of the video, today we'll be discussing why the best athletes come from underprivileged backgrounds. So without further ado anyway, man, let's get straight into it, man. One reason why you don't see a lot of rich kids in sports is because rich parents would prefer that their children put their time and effort to pursuits that would lead them to high-paying white-collar jobs. White-collar professions like law, medicine, finance, and technology typically provide a steady salary and a planned path for advancement in your career. The average lawyer in the United Kingdom makes £50,000 per year, with the most experienced workers making up to £78,000 per year. These careers are less prone to physical wear and tear that athletes endure, which would put you in the top 5% of earners in the UK, reducing the risk of early retirement due to injury or decline in performance. For example, when we look at Ronaldo, he was just 23 years of age when he suffered his terrible knee injury, effectively sidelined him for 3 seasons. Because you guys got really deep, Ronaldo and LeBron were extremely lucky they didn't have any serious injuries whilst they were coming up in their sports. The physical demands and high risk of injury associated with sports can bring an abrupt end to an athlete's career, something many wealthy parents would prefer their children to avoid. I know this is very obvious, but a second reason why a lot of goated athletes are poor is because their sport is a way for them to escape poverty. For example, when we look at George Foreman grew up extremely poor and grew up in a rough and impoverished neighborhood, and Foreman often had to fend for himself on the streets. He was involved in street fights and had several run-ins with the law. This led to a lack of direction and purpose in his early years. A pivotal moment in Foreman's life came when he joined the Job Corps. It was through the Job Corps that Foreman was introduced to boxing. His mentor Doc Brodus recognized his potential and encouraged him to take up the sport seriously. George Foreman is an Olympic gold medalist, and when he defeated Michael Moorer in 1994, he became the oldest heavyweight champion in history. And him beating Michael Moorer is one of the greatest moments in sports. Athletes who experience poverty develop a sense of urgency and determination. Because of the harsh realities of financial hardship, people frequently adopt a mindset in which failure is not an option and success is the only path to a better life. When you look at LeBron James's come-up story, Broski had no dad, he was homeless at one point too. I know for a fact that drove him to want to have a better life. Now he's the greatest basketball player of all time. Athletes from poor backgrounds often learn to make the most of what they have, developing a resourcefulness that can be an asset in competition. For example, Kyrie had a backboard with holes. Because of this, he had to master different angles of the glass.
What y'all don't get to see is him explain to you that he grew up playing on a rim that was missing pieces on the backboard. So that's how he learned those weird angles to twist the ball off of, because his backboard was missing. That's crazy. So picture going up to the rim this way and you have no backboard to finish now that somebody's on your arm. So he learned how to look forward, spin it where it can hit the left side and go in on the right. Like, cause he don't have a backboard to put it on the other side.
So that's what you have.
I'm like, dog, that's insane.
When you look at the environment that a lot of these athletes grew up in, the environment forces them to become better. Cage football is something that you'll see in a lot of council estates in London. Traditionally provided affordable rental housing for lower income families. Some of the best footballers have played in the cage, like Declan Rice, Conor Gallagher, Bukayo Saka and Jadon Sancho, just to name a few. And cage football has always been part of London's culture. Cage football helps develop technical skills, creative flair, and the ability to cope with a fast-paced physical environment. These traits have helped produce multiple footballing talents in the world of football. The intensity and aggressive nature of cage football means there is constant pressure on players. If they don't show sufficient awareness, they will often be forced into the balls of the cage. They will the ball, so they have to be quick in order to retain the ball. Cage football has no age restrictions. Younger players are forced to play with older players. Playing against older children forces many young players to become more resilient. If you made it to the end of this video, I want to say thank you so much. Enjoy the video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.